a guy. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite the guy. If you're feeling lonely, come and make a friend. If you need a story, on Sty you can depend. His voice is soothing like a lullaby. Sometimes he brings a tear to my eye. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite the guy.
Hi, folks. I hope you're having a good Sunday. You betcha. You betcha. Right away, I'm going to jump in and shout out these people that have been out in the chat. Kathy Gahan, babes, she's becoming the person that's always here first, well before the stream started. Hour and a half early. And she's then follows that up saying hi to I'll be back. And she is. And there's Matt J's in the house. He's down in the basement. We'll be pulling him up pretty soon here. And then there's Shadow Scout Swede. Awesome guy. Oh, you haven't got him, go check him out. Great fella. Let's zip down here a ways. And there's Dr. Smith come in the house. Great to see you, Dr. Smith. Awesome. I told you, Kathy's back. Saying hi to Matt there. Metal Music Maniac. A great day for cheese squares, deep fried in cheese sauce. That's weird because I was watching a food, it wasn't really a food program. It was about the history of cheese and covering cheeses from all around the world. And I don't even remember the name of this damn cheese. It's some name I couldn't pronounce anyway. But what they like to do with it is they'll cube it up and then they dip it in this other melted cheese and eat it. So they've got cold cheese on the stick it in the melted cheese, then eat it. Cheese on cheese. I like that. Yeah, they said it's one of the favorite French fondues. So I can see why. Yeah, we all like our cheese. So there you go. You need a good cheese fondue. Scroll down a bit here. Everybody chatting away. Hey, thanks, Yoran, for sharing it out. There's Native Kutsa. Hey, sweetie. Grammy's in the house. Depression is real is in the house. Absolutely. Welcome back. You'll have to kind of excuse me this afternoon. I'm kind of losing my voice. And why, hell if I know. Kathy Kahan, you don't have to do that, girl. You don't. Smokes, LOL. Thank you. I do like my smokes. Oh, there's my brother, Freeman James. Great to see ya. Awesome. This week I'm going to take a test run on a little mini road trip. See if I can push myself for about 4.5 hours or so, because I need to get down to see my brother James. Yeah. Uh, Michael Outdoors. Hey, hey. Great to see you all the way from Germany. Oh, I tell you what. There you go. I was watching food documentaries, and I come across this gal's channel, and she's German, in Germany, and she does all these recipes that don't have meat in them. But you can use it to complement meat, or you can add meat to it if you want. But boy, some of her recipes are to die for. Oh my gosh, I hope I get a chance to try a few of them. It's a small world, after all. Okay, that's all the folks out there in the chat right now. That's awesome. I want to bring up a couple of fellas out of the basement. The first one I'm going to bring up is Bean. Bean on the Bay. There he is. Oh, and Running Water's there too. Bean brought running water with him.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. We're hiding in the air conditioning.
I was going to say, I bet he don't like that heat. Oh,
No.
yep, too much. He wants the luxury of air conditioning. You betcha.
Well, and he was so confused when we're down in Texas because I've got him trained to where he does his business in the tall grass where it doesn't get mowed. Well, you get down there in Texas, Oklahoma, and there's no grass, and he doesn't know where he's supposed to go.
Yeah. Tall grass. I like that tall grass because all I got to do is take my dump and take a walk through it, and I wipe my ass. Yeah. You bet. We're going to bring this guy up, our NASCAR fan here.
I'm pulling up NASCAR on my TV right now. We got live in-car cam with Austin Dillon.
There you go.
Any NASCAR fans out there, I'll drop the link. You can watch live on stream right now. I mean, it's it's only sound only, no audio. I mean, just gonna get a channel banned.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull it up on my TV so I can watch it in the background. Although I already have it pulled up on my. But, hey, cheers, depression, Doc, metal, shadow, native, Grammy, bandit, beanie, running water. Of course, the most famous Sty North. Michael Outdoors, cheers, buddy. Kathy, Freeman James. I think I got everybody.
Got a good crew hanging out in the chat today. That's nice.
I apologize, and I'll catch up.
Yeah.
I'm over here multitasking, as usual.
I just let the audience know I'm only running 2 hours today, and I'm going to be strict about it.
Okay.
I'm not feeling the best today, so I got a very early doctor appointment tomorrow morning. Doing some more tests. I got these stabbing pains below, way down in my digestive system, and everything's normal. I can eat, go do my duty. Everything's normal. My temperature's normal. My blood pressure's always a little high. But I don't know what's causing it. But Running Water and I had this discussion before the stream. This nurse that I had to see at the clinic on Thursday. Actually, I didn't have to see her. The gal I was visiting with at the clinic had to do with financial issues that she's helping me work through. Well, I mentioned to her about this stabbing pain I've got. Feels like it's right my damn intestines, and I don't know what's causing it. It's right below where they used to tube feed me, and I don't like that idea, that there's anything going wrong there. And she's just listening to me. We're doing our paperwork and crap. She says, I'll be right back. She leaves. And then this nurse comes in. I hear that you're not too comfortable today. And I told her, oh, yeah. I looked at this other gal, her name's Laura, and I said, Laura, yeah, can't you keep anything to yourself? She said, no, not when it comes to something like that. Well, the nurse says, so what's going on? And I told her, I said, nothing is going on other than I get these screaming, sharp, stabbing pains right in my intestines here. And I showed her where on my abdomen where the pain is. And she goes, okay. She goes, so you're getting a sharp burning sensation in your intestines. I said, no, stabbing sensation. She goes, well, like a hot poker. I said, no, like a big fucking butcher knife. And she goes, right, a stabbing sensation. I said, now wait a minute. I've been stabbed, I've been burned, I'm 66 years old. I'm telling you, it's not a burning sensation whatsoever. It's strictly a stabbing pain, like you're sticking a very sharp, long knife into my guts. She goes, right, like a hot poker. I said, no. And she goes, well, where I come from, we would call that like the feeling of a hot poker. I said, well, I don't give a shit where you come from. I really don't. Because I'm telling you how it feels to me. And it's not a burning sensation. All of a sudden, she pulls up on the computer this website that I go to all the time about different symptoms and things. And she said, now heartburn like that can be caused by so many different. I said, heartburn? Who the hell ever said heartburn? I'm talking about a stabbing sensation down in the bowels, not up in the stomach. And she goes, well, if you got that kind of burning sensation, it's usually related to the stomach. I said, don't fucking put words in my mouth. I'm telling you, it's a stabbing sensation, and it's nowhere near my stomach. She goes, well, that might be the way you think about it. That's what fucking matters, is the way I feel it, not the way you think I should feel it. Well, this other nurse, she pokes her head in because she heard me yelling at this nurse. You're full of shit. Who the hell made you a damn doctor? You're just a nurse. And this other nurse pokes her head in. In fact, she's kind of the top dog there. She's almost actually to the point of being nurse practitioner, which is literally just a notch below the doctor. And I do have a nurse practitioner that I actually see there, but she wasn't there Thursday. Well, this gal pokes her head in and asks what's going on. And I told her, she insists on the fact that she's saying I have a burning sensation in my stomach. And that's not, I never said that once. I have a stabbing, like a sharp knife right in my guts, well below my stomach, way below my stomach. It's got nothing to do with my damn stomach. If it did, then why can I eat all the time? I don't have any kind of burning sensations at all. She goes, okay. And she tells this other nurse, you should go talk to the doctor and ask him what he thinks. So she does. She goes and talks to the doctor. She comes back and she says, well, the doctor figures that if you're having all that burning sensation, it could be acid reflux or it could be this. I said, did you tell him that I had a burning sensation? She goes, well, yeah, like a hot poker. I said, no. I said, you know what? How about I put a cigarette out on the top of your left hand and stick a knife in the top of your right hand, and you tell me which one burns. You're not going to say the one with the knife in it, you moron. And I was pretty upset with her. So the doctor jacked up my hey, Wolf Halls. Hey, the doctor said, well, told me to double up my oxy whenever the pain kicks in. Monitor my temperature and my blood pressure. Make sure I don't have blood in my stool or spitting up any blood or anything. And he said that if it worsens, then to get to the hospital. Because then they'll do a full MRI of that area. But they had just done a scan the week before, and he couldn't find anything on the scan that would indicate that would cause that pain. So it's unknown what it is. But so they made arrangements. I'm supposed to be in there bright and early tomorrow morning. 7:45 tomorrow morning. And then they're going to decide where to go with it from there. But that's to the cancer clinic. I don't have to go through the regular hospital. But have you ever had one of those situations? Now, I deal with 9 different nurses, 9 of them in that cancer center. 8 of them, I die for them. They're awesome. Every one of them know what they know, and they're very clear when they're doing their job, what they're doing, why they're doing it, blah, 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 and never interject their opinion on anything that's being done with me. They'll, before they even ask me, they'll go to the doctor. Then they come back, tell me what the doctor said, and that's what my input is. Because none of them will make a choice without that doctor giving his stamp of approval. And so one of the nurses, when she stuck her head in the middle of it, she came back and she said, we got this hopefully worked out for you. We'll see you Monday. You're not supposed to be here till a week from Monday, but we'll see you Monday anyway. And we're going to try to figure out what's going on there. But have you ever had that where a damn nurse, all of a sudden she thinks she's a fucking brain surgeon? I mean, what the hell? This woman. And then it pissed me off. I get home. I give her 24 hours. I go online because I can see my whole chart online, everything that they do or don't do, and blah, blah, blah. So I pull up her after visit summary. It's supposed to say everything I said, everything she said, and everything the doctor said. I pull it up. Very first sentence. The patient came into the clinic suffering from a severe burning sensation in their digestive system. I never once said the word burn, anything burning. Never once. Those are her fucking words, not mine. Now I'm going to have something to say about that tomorrow when I get there and talk to the doctor. Is that woman's lying on that exit summary, that after visit summary. Get it fixed. Or fuck all of you, I'll just die from natural cancer causes. Oh boy, he'll be jumping on her flies on shit.
I apologize for my comment in chat, but I had to twist it up a little bit.
What, the very last one?
Yeah.
If she's cute, she can check out my head. Yeah. With this chick, though, I'd be careful.
All right.
Because she's going to expect you to leave a tip.
No
She's
comment.
got scalpels. She's got scalpels. Yeah, Joran, let me find you over here on Facebook. I'll send you the link, bud. I do know you're in my Facebook list.
You're not on my Facebook. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I got you on mine. That's how I sent you the link. All right. God, that's the only thing I don't like.
You're modded. I mean, my Facebook is pretty much public. I mean,
Yeah. Mine is mostly.
yeah. I mean, I keep mine public because of the stuff I post and people share out my stuff. Otherwise, when I do it private, everybody's like, "Can you make that shareable? Can you make that shareable?"
Like, no, save the picture and post it yourself.
Yeah, copy paste.
It's like,
if you're on a mobile device, share external. Then share external. I can share it to my Instagram and Facebook all at the same time.
Yeah, I don't want it coming back to me if you end up going into Facebook jail and then I get brought in as an accomplice.
Hey,
I got to pull Mojo up here. Hey, Mojo.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, sir.
It's good to see you, pal.
How we doing?
Doing excellent. How you doing?
You know, I'm doing okay. I'm just crazy busy. I got to turn up some sound here. I'm on my cell phone. There you go.
I saw your video of your little new studio room. Looks awesome.
Yeah, so I'm slowly getting it together. Now I'm over back in Washington State, so I can't go back there for another couple months.
Oh, no.
But Sty, do you know what I'm doing right now, Sty?
What are you doing? Oh, wow.
I'm metal detecting, Sty. Found my found some silver today.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll show you. Found one of this. It's kind of a big round, which is weird, huh? See how big that thing is?
Yeah, it looks
That's
like
huge. And then there's some silver.
There you are.
So good to see you, sir. I haven't popped up. Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing
I haven't popped up here in quite a while, and I miss you, man.
Oh, I miss you too. But I'll tell you what, your video on the it looked like a fort you were at.
What did I make? I can't.
Mojo, what did you not make?
Yeah.
No,
Well, when I was over in
you're out
Mississippi,
sightseeing.
what was
You
it?
were you were out sightseeing.
When I did my last live?
I don't know if that was a live or
I
not,
can't remember.
but you
You know,
posted a bunch of pictures on Facebook.
on Facebook. Okay, yes. Oh, New Orleans.
Yeah.
And another place. That girl got herself a little tipsy at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had to go take her back and take a nap. And we got back up, and she went for round 2. Boy, I tell you, we live about 2 hours from New Orleans over there, so it's not that far of a drive, and we just went out there for the day, and it was pretty fun. It was okay. It's New Orleans, but the South is no joke. A snake went up in the screen room while she was doing her thing in the screen room a few nights ago, and scared the living crap out of her.
Well, at least you're not down in Florida where they had that like 50-foot, python.
Oh, right. Nah, she would definitely would say she would never come back.
Yeah.
Shadow. Check out the private chat, by the way.
That would be a one-time visit, wouldn't it?
JCT.
I know.
Yeah. No. Little snakes are freaky enough. Big snakes ain't happening.
Yeah.
Hey, JCT, sweetie. Good to see you.
I had a 9-foot boa that I raised from it was like a foot long, and I had it like 13, 14 years. It was like 9.5 foot long.
Wow. Yeah,
I've had a 13-foot boa wrapped around me like 5 times. I rode around on a motorcycle with it. That thing was fatter than my thigh.
I had a buddy was over at his place. And all of a sudden, I felt something going down the front of my chest, and I crossed my chest. I slowly looked down, and then all of a sudden, that son of a bitch's face is right in mine. And yeah, here it was a. I don't know if it was a boa or I'm not sure. Python, maybe. But I stayed calm and I just told them, get your effing snake off of me. And we're going to find out what they taste like.
I mean, some Burmese pythons, they can be a little bit vicious.
That's
and it's the Burmese or the ball python. I can't remember, but one of them they can get kind of vicious if they're not. All the time.
They're real biters, man.
But boas, I've always loved boa constrictors. I mean, I had a boa one time. It was about like 4.5 foot long. Had that one. I bought it. It was like 2 foot long, and I swear to God, the marking right behind the neck. It was a Playboy bunny.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it.
That'd be cool.
That snake was so friendly. I could sit there and from here, I can toss it over to running water, and he'd catch it, and the snake would be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah, cool. No big deal, right?
Yeah, no big deal.
I had a tarantula. And this is before running water was born. But I had this big ass tarantula. And we had this little clip we could clip right behind his head. And it had a gold chain on it. About 18 inches long. And I'd go in the bar, order myself up a beer or a drink, and I'd take that chain and it had a clip on it. I could clip it to the front of my shirt, and I'd let the spider walk around on the bar while I'm drinking.
Oh, that's too cool.
And I had this one big biker dude, man. He's wearing colors, man. He's hardcore biker. He come in, sat down next to me, and he started chatting away about how badass he is, right? And I'm listening to him. And my spider was way off over to my right side, and his biker sat on my left side. And that spider walked around, went around my mug of beer, and heads right for him. He saw that spider. He sounded just like a 5-year-old girl. I mean, he was squealing and screeching and jumping and oh my! He's got the EGBG so bad. He was in a total freaking panic, and a couple of his buddies were sitting next to him, further down from him, and he got up, freaking out like that, and all of a sudden he turned and ran outside. Well, one of his buddies followed him out, and he comes in just laughing his ass off. Another guy, and he says, "He's crying. He's out there crying. I've never seen that man cry a day in his life, but he won't come back in the bar." And I had this little vented wooden box with a slide top on it that I put the spider in, and I scooped him up and swept him into the box, closed it up, told Rakus, the guy that run the bar, I said, "Can you send somebody out there, tell them it's safe to come in and drink now?" He come in and he asked me, "Well, did you see that damn thing? Did you see it?" I said, "I own it." "You own it? Well, where is it?" I said, "It's right here in my jacket pocket." "What do you mean it's in your jacket pocket? Are you fucking crazy?" I said, "No." I said, "The only one acting crazy is you. What the hell's the problem? It's just a spider." He says, "They'll kill you. They'll bite you and kill you." I said, don't be mean to the son of a bitch, and he won't bite you." And I said, "By the way, that spider, it's like getting stung by a wasp. It won't kill you." And I couldn't calm him down enough to let me open the box again so he could take a good look at it. We call them red backs because their body was red, and the head was all black, so they looked like a red ball, fuzzy ball when they're walking around, and real fuzzy legs on them. Okay. But that spider actually liked me getting them in my palm and petting them, and he suffered a fate nobody would want to suffer. I was sitting at a buddy's house out on his porch, and I got the spider. I got something sitting on the chain so he can't wander off. And a frickin' bird flew in under the porch, nailed that spider, and took the chain and everything.
No.
My poor spider was some bird's lunch. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
Good to see you, Running Water. How are you?
Hot.
Where are you at?
Oh, I'm up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota now.
Okay.
But
getting a little heat wave out there.
Yeah, this week I went from Nebraska, Colorado, down through New Mexico, down into Texas, then back up through Oklahoma, Nebraska, and
My goodness.
Kansas, Nebraska, and now in South Dakota this week.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's like 100. It hit 108 when we were down there in Texas. We're down by Dallas. So.
Yeah, it's family over there, and it's up there. My sister was just out there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I heard Arizona was like 113 just the other day.
Yep.
Yeah. Phoenix is going on 2-3 weeks now of being over 110.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, yeah. Well, that's what you get for living in a place that doesn't have its own source of water.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Good to see you, Matt, on here. Haven't seen you in a minute.
Yes, sir.
And then Shadow, sir. And my favorite person on YouTube right here. Come on now, you know it. I'm not fibbing. And I don't say that. You can look at every video of me out there. Sty North is my fave. I sent you a picture. Do you remember that letter you sent me like a couple years ago?
Yes, I saw the picture.
Yep. Yep. It's
That
there in
nice
my little
that
room.
nice box with the letter in it.
Yep.
I wish I had some regalia of some kind that I could send you to stick in that box. But I don't have any regular regalia, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
Maybe I will have. We'll see what the future brings.
Should should have saved a locket of the beard. And just said,
There you go.
Yeah, you might be onto something on that one. I mean, I see the scruff coming back in. It's looking pretty snazzy.
I had people tell me as it was falling out to save that and then send locks of my beard in little tubes to all my YouTube friends. I said, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
I know,
I
right?
said, "You know what they'd be using it for? They'd be peppering that shit on the next person they kill, you know?
yeah.
DNA comes back to this
Some
old
DNA.
guy in Wisconsin that's on his deathbed. I think he's faking."
Oh, geez, that that'd be right up there with was it back in the '80s and early '90s when you had those churches sending out like the little baggies of holy water, and then, yeah. Sprinkle this on your wallet and then pray, and you'll get riches. And then send us some of that money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I did notice with some of these organizations, and somebody had told me once, the good ones from the possibly shady ones, these religious groups, right? Is the shady ones that may be shady. The first thing they ask you for is some money. The not so shady ones don't ask you for money until they're done. Everything's done. You're closing the conversation. By the way, if you would like, you could donate to our organization. but they let you hear the whole spiel before they want money from you. The other ones want you to pay for the act before you see it, And I thought, I get it. Comedians, they don't charge as you leave the place; they charge as you show up.
Right.
Wow, and with today's technology and communications, the only ones I contribute to are the ones that have an Amazon Wish page. It's like, hey, this is the stuff that we want, and you can order the items and have the items sent to them. Then I'll do it. It's like, no, send us money. It's like, no. I don't give money to anyone. But I buy things. I'll buy things for them.
I learned that with my two daughters. My God!
Because I would love to upgrade my studio and video editing software and stuff like that. So thanks for that advice.
No, my younger girls, it was so common after they started having little ones, and they're single and they got kids. They're calling me, "Dad, I'm in a tough strait. I really need your help. Can you bump me $40 or $50? What for?" "Well, we need diapers and milk for the kids." And it's that, well, damn right, I'll give you money for that. But then I caught one of the girls out at one of the clubs, just having a sweet old time out there, trying to chase down a new honey on my $50. and it's like, well, obviously the kids are going to go without milk and diapers, so she could go out there and try to get somebody in her pants. Bullshit, not on my meal ticket, you ain't. So the next time she called me and asked for $50, I said, "What do you need?" She said, "I need diapers, I need milk, I need this and that." And I'm writing that shit down on the other end of the phone. I said, "Okay, I'm good with that. I'll be over to your house in a little bit." I took off straight to the store, bought everything on that damn list, showed up with the house with 2 big bags of shit. And she goes, "What's that?" I said, "Everything you said the kids needed." She goes, well, I wanted $50 so I could go get. I said, no, I ain't giving you money anymore.
Saved you the trip.
Right. You don't have to go use any gas because then you'll ask me for gas money. No. So I'll just go pick it up for you and drop it. Whenever you need something, give me a call. I'll pick it up for the kids and drop it off at the house. She hasn't asked me for shit ever since. And that was about, 20 years ago.
Sty, that's kind of funny you say that because I've helped out several YouTubers. I've sent them, PayPal, cash money. I need a pack of cigarettes or something like that. I need a food. And I'm like, what's your address? I'll have a pizza delivered to your house. And I've done that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's out of state. And I'm like, well, hey, I mean, they were great for stuff. They said, hey,
I'd rather help them directly. If they have a material need, I'd rather help them out with that than give them money. I'd rather just help them out with that, make sure they have it, That's why this is where I ain't got the budget for this shit. But the other day, no kidding, I'm at Walmart and I'm watching this young gal. She's got a little kid about a year and a half old, maybe two.
What's up, girl?
Hey, Samantha Lee.
Samantha Lee.
And
Hi, Samantha. Good to see you.
But I'm in the self checkout, right? And I'm watching her. She's got this little girl in the cart. She's scanning items, and then she's looking at the screen. And she calls the gal over, and she says, "Can you delete that off the screen?" And that, and that. She does. And then she scans, looks through what she's got left in her cart, and only scans like 2 items. And she's only got like 5 items left in her cart. I walked right over to her and I said, "Don't you have enough to cover what you got in your cart?" She said, "No, but that's all right. Those are wants more than needs." And I said, "Well, you get your wants today," because it was on the cash out screen. I told her, I said, "Cancel it and scan those 5 items." She goes, "Well, no, I don't have the cash to cover it." And I said, "Well, yeah, you do. Just scan it, see what happens." She thought, "Well, I'll call that gal back over, deduct these 5 things." But she scanned them, put them in the bag, and before she knew it, I slipped a $20 bill in the machine. I said, "There, you pay the difference."
Oh, that's cool.
She was freaking thrilled because those 5 items only came to like $11. So she had almost $10 left over in cash that she could keep in her damn pocket, And I walked out of the store saying to myself, "Sty, you damn old fool." You can't afford to be doing that shit. Well, I can't help myself sometimes, Hey, Justin, just noticed you over there.
Good evening, Justin.
Well, yeah, that's my kind of my litmus test out here when it comes to the beggars at the truck stops, and they always hang out on the corners by the interstate, and it's like, well, hey, there's a McDonald's in here. You meet me in there, and I'll buy you a meal. Well, no, I need the money. I'm like, well, your sign says you're hungry. If you're hungry, you come on in. I'll buy you a meal.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, F you. Okay, guess you're not that hungry.
I did that.
I'm not giving you money so you can go hang out at the White House.
Yeah.
Although I did have one guy come up, and he's like, "Hey, man," he's like, "I just got back on the road, been at home for a couple weeks, haven't got a check yet. Like, I just want to be able to get like a big can of beer. I'm stuck here for the weekend. He's like, I'm not homeless or anything. I'm just working. I just don't have the money. It's like, yeah, here's a 10. Get yourself 2. Go for it.
Well,
Hey, you're honest about it. Yeah.
I've helped people out that I know damn well don't need the help. They're just short on ching in their pockets, They're short on ching. So here, I'll make up the difference.
I have no problem with buying somebody like a 40-ounce, $2.50. I mean, yeah, I might buy you like $5. I mean, come on.
Right. Now I had a guy
for cheeseburgers.
I had a guy at the casino where I worked. I worked for the tribe. I wasn't working for the casino, but and I'd go and I'd walk through the casino 3, 4, 5 times a week and just checking on stuff. Well, there was one tribal member, and he'd see me and he'd make a beeline for me right away, and he'd go, "Hey, Sty, can you float me for $10? Because then I could get a beer and play a little on the slots." And 9 out of 10 times they'd say, "Yeah, sure," and I give them the $10. Well, then it got to the point where he was trying to hit me up 2, 3 times a day, and finally I told him, I said, "Hey, here's the deal," because he always would say, "Oh, and what I owe you in the past, I'll make it up. I'll definitely pay." He ain't never paying me back.
And they're done that.
So I give him a $20 bill and I said, "Never ask me for money again. Here's the deal. Never ask me for money again, and you don't owe me a cent. We're even. Don't ever ask me for money again." And he never did after that day. Never asked me again.
The first half on that Sty is actually correct. I did that, and that person has never asked me money since then. I said, until you start repaying me, maybe I'll think about it. But hey.
Yeah, that's the best you're going to get is a fleeting thought.
I ain't heard from that person in months.
But this same guy ended up severely ill, and his family, they just didn't have nothing. I mean, he lived with his parents. He's 40 years old, had an ex-wife and a couple of cute little kids that his ex-wife and the kids basically disowned the old man. He was an alcoholic. He just couldn't handle life in general. And when he got severely ill, nobody could care for him. They weren't able to meet his needs, and he ended up passing away. His parents, I talked to them, and his mother said the tribe covered everything. The only thing not covered is a tombstone for him. Well, it wasn't the fanciest tombstone in the world. Still cost me $800.
Wow.
So I arranged to buy him a tombstone. I mean, they wanted a marker. They wanted a marker on his grave. Couldn't afford it. Nobody else was willing to help him out. So I just stepped up. Well, when I see him on occasion, well, I see his mother, his father passed, but his mother.
Turn on the wagon.
Aha! Hey, see Joran with his crew.
We got the whole crew.
Yeah, that's my friend, and that's my wife.
Here's the missus.
Get your pointing right here.
Hi.
It's the missus and the missus girlfriend. Meaning friends, by the way.
Yeah.
Look at those nice flowered halos they're wearing. You can tell who they. You can tell.
Yeah,
You can tell who the angels in that house are.
yeah, well,
It's surely not him.
Yeah, right.
It's not Shadow. Mystic Bunny.
Joey, it's great to see you. Mystic Bunny, hi, sweetie. Uh, Heck, Joe is saying he's also got a floor mat.
See that?
Go away. No pun intended.
Joe, as long as my face is not on it, it's okay. Cheers, Joe. You rock on, buddy.
Oh,
Much
come
love.
on. Come on, Matt. You put your face right on there, and everybody will make sure to wipe their shoes before they come in the house.
I mean,
Sayori,
about the
Sty,
shit, but I
Harrison,
mean, never mind.
Nilar, Nani, yeah, ni Englar, basically.
Hey, Sty, did you see a message?
Englar
come through?
huset.
What's that?
Mojo, you gotta turn your mic up.
I can't hear you, Mojo.
Yeah, I've got my mic turned down. Did you see a message come at you?
On Facebook?
No, it's through something else. PayPal.
Oh, you turd. Oh, you turd. I don't even have that pulled up today. Because I don't expect things from you people. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Oh, thank you.
Much love.
Thank you. But I've been kind of glancing over here at Facebook, and I'm sure it was you that you were at like a historical site.
Yeah.
Okay, the one thing I noticed was the picture of the sign that said no metal detecting.
Yeah, that was down there in the Gold Coast, and definitely no metal detecting.
There's a lot of areas in the South they don't want you nosing around and collecting any Civil War stuff, you know. Oh, look at here. This is a first, guys. Aha! There's Mrs.
Oh, wait. No. There's a princess right there. Mojo, sorry, you're out. Princess is in.
You know, I put urine in between the two of them so that we don't have to see Mojo get beat up on live. In case he slips.
We're a ways away from each other right now.
Yep, I'm in Seattle.
Yeah, I can tell your mic sounds better than his.
I'm in Mississippi. He's in Washington.
Yeah. It's neat that you can get together on the panel like this, yeah, with all that distance.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing as good as can be expected, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get out next week and do some things. So
nice.
Yeah, today, no, it wasn't today. It was yesterday, for Christ's sake. I go out on the porch. I water my tomatoes and peppers every day because they're up on the porch. And I go out there to water my tomatoes, and I picked 8 ripe tomatoes. 4 they're cherry tomatoes, you know, the smaller ones. 4 reds and 4 yellows. Oh my God, are they awesome. You pop one in your mouth, they just explode with flavor. And the yellow ones, oh, are they sweet. Oh my God. It's just like you roll them in sugar, for Christ's sake. So I'm glad I planted those this year. And then I did a count this morning. I got 4 green peppers about that big around. So the peppers are coming on. Peppers are starting to come on. And I think when I set those up, those damn bags of dirt are heavy. Holy shit.
What's the weather out where you're at, Sty?
It's up here. I don't know what the temp is right now. It's about 80 degrees. So I think it's supposed to be 84 is the high today.
No, 20 inches of snow.
No. This old boy would be heading south if we had any more of that. Yeah. That was something that I was working with this gal on Thursday at the cancer clinic, that she just sets up different resources that I can tap into if I need it. And between her and this other fella that comes and hangs out with me once a week, he's a DJ, he's a disc jockey for a local rock station. And I told him, he's thinking about it, but I told him, I said, you need to do a live stream with me. And he's thinking he might, but he wants to talk to his station, make sure that's within his contract that he can do something like that. But I don't even know where the hell I was going with that shit.
Sorry.
Don't mind me. I'm lost in the middle of an empty room. I mean, what?
A DJ. You're talking to a DJ about something.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember what led up to it.
Yeah, weather app is saying it's 79 in Ashland right now.
It's saying it's 79.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I was getting at? That DJ and this gal I was working with at the cancer center, the two of them are working on it to get me a fella that they both know of, that may be willing to come volunteer his time to do the snow blowing. And I said it would have to be somebody that runs that snowblower the way I tell them to. They ain't going to wreck that fancy snowblower, and he's going to have to be willing to let me do a little of it at least.
Right.
I only got one season, about a half a season off of that snowblower. So I had to move it the other day because the grass and weeds were growing around it.
Yeah, I only used it that once, cutting down that berm in the back so we could get vehicles in and out.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bummer, too. Yeah, Michael Outdoors. Thanks for watching Summer as a campground host at East Twin Lakes. I love that. That was one of my favorite summers, man.
No.
I loved it. I wish I could do it again.
Yeah, something silver today. Yeah. Thank you. Sty, did you see my new puppy?
Is that it with her? That puppy?
Yeah, she has it. Show him the crazy dog. She froze up.
Hey,
Here, show
Mojo, I
show
thought
the
you were
dog.
the crazy dog.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Show him.
That dog is so pretty.
Excited. Well, moving across to a different state wasn't enough. That he had to bring me more of a challenge. So he got himself a dog that I have to train on top of everything else.
Right.
I don't have enough shit to do.
Mrs. Mojo, you're still trying to change Mr. Mojo. I mean, you're still trying to train him.
All right.
The only thing he knows how to do is cook on the grill and make videos.
Right?
Yeah.
And he gives me a 10-week-old chew buddy, energetic, rambunctious puppy. Oh, I'm too old for this shit.
She has to put pads down in the corner of the room for Dojo yet. So
yeah, I'm still trying to potty train him.
yeah.
Just keep bringing them outside. That's all you can do. Be like, no,
I,
no,
I
no. Outside, here's the door.
the Mojos. I watch them every video
Oh,
they
I
put
know.
up of
That's
them
all right.
out at the restaurant,
I'm live on YouTube right now,
and
so
and it kills me. It kills me because I would love to be able to go to a sit down restaurant and just enjoy some new foods, you know.
Right.
But for me, I can only take 3 or 4 bites. The rest of us got to come home with me because I just can't eat that much, and I don't like having to do that. There's nothing I want more than a good old country style breakfast at a sit down restaurant that's got good breakfast. But I
Right.
don't dare. You can't haul that shit home. Don't hold up. But
Sty, did you see my linguine and lobster that I posted?
yes, look good, bud. Look good.
It only took me about like 2 hours just to get a final plate, but ripping that lobster apart was hellacious. I'll tell you that.
Yes,
I screwed that thing up like left ways, sideways.
I I used to love throwing lobster on the grill. Oh,
No.
I
Let
did
go.
the tail on the grill.
Let go.
you did what on the grill?
I cooked my lobster tail on the grill.
Yeah.
I just didn't video it. That's all.
Yeah. But I tell you what, hey James, it's great to see you. I'll tell you what, there ain't nothing better than having a nice, I don't know, a New York strip would be fine with me, but with a nice lobster tail with it, you know.
Man. Lobster tail and a ribeye.
Me and Mojo went to a casino where they had a seafood buffet. They gave him as much whole lobster as he wanted. And like, you get whole lobster. Crazy.
I'll never forget, I took my ex-wife out to a 5-star club for dinner. I think I've only done maybe 4 or 5 stars in my lifetime. So I take her out to this club, and it's lobster night, okay? And they asked if we were ready to order, and my ex-wife said, well, I'm still thinking. Doesn't surprise me. She's still probably trying to decide what she's going to have for dinner that night. But I said, well, I'd like the lobster. And the waiter says, okay, sounds good, the lobster. That'll be out to you pretty soon. Blah, blah. I went to walk away. I said, whoa, wait. The ex-wife needs an order. And she goes, I think I'll have the lobster too. And the guy says, so you want 2? And I said, well, yeah, I'm a hungry boy.
I'm back.
Those were lobster dinners for 2.
Oh, Lord.
Not 1 person.
Ouch.
That was the biggest damn lobster tail I ever saw. It came out on its own platter. There was no room to put any sides with it or nothing. That lobster tail filled the whole platter.
Okay.
It was out of shell, grilled, and then popped back in the shell. And it filled that whole damn plate. The fantail on it was about that big. The biggest damn lobster tail I ever ate.
Yeah.
Like even muscle and hamsters.
My lobster was only like 1 pound. It was like looked very like anorexic. It didn't come out the greatest, but
One step above a shrimp.
Yeah, a really big shrimp. Yeah, it was a really big shrimp.
Exactly. Running water. The tail was like 2 pieces of shrimp.
Yeah. Oh, I had.
Jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, I think I bounce off now.
Okay, Yoran. Hey, you take good care of yourself, bud.
Yeah, you too, my friend.
Yeah, I'm keeping tabs on you, brother.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm
said,
on vacation in Gothenburg at the moment, so for 2
cool.
weeks.
before you
So
check out, before
I
you
would
check out,
probably put up
check the
some
private
videos.
chat. I sent you my Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, very good.
Take
Very
off
good.
so I can deal with this baby.
Okay.
So
Love
take
you,
care,
baby doll.
guys. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Love you, sweetie.
Love you.
Yeah, lobster. I love lobster.
Matt, I
Did you
put
see my
my
lobster tail that
Facebook
I
link
ate?
in
I
the
posted on
I got it
Facebook.
right.
chat.
Yes,
Shadow, I just sent you. I sent
I
pretty
did.
quick.
That was the YouTube.
Yeah, that was for YouTube in the chat, in the private chat.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Sorry, hold on a minute.
Yeah, Mystic Bunny had mentioned T-bone over open wood fire.
Ooh.
Rub it in, girl, because when her and her other half, John, came and spent some time with me in the campground back in 2021,
There,
over
yeah,
in
there,
their
there's
over
my
in their camp, they were preparing some awesome T-bones they had gotten at an awesome price too, and they invited me over, and that's when the symptoms of my cancer were
There you
starting
go, man.
to really kick in. So I didn't get to eat as much as I wanted because it was so delicious. Oh my God, was it good?
I apologize. I sent Sty's link in private at first. Whoops.
Hey, Mr. Fulton, good to see you.
Happy birthday, Fulton. Happy birthday, Fulton.
Is it his birthday already again?
Nah, it was last week,
Yeah.
20th.
Time flies, man.
What? Running Water and I were talking about that last week because we lived on the tribal reservation. You
Yeah.
get to know everybody, right? Well, the reservation we were on, there's certain family names that are. Somebody says that name, you go, "Oh yeah, which one of the 500 of them are you talking about?" You know? So, but we had some that, I mean, because this one family was huge, just absolutely huge, and after I found out what was going on, I said, I ain't never hired another person with that last name. I'm going to look at their genealogy for whether they're qualified for the job or not. They were having anywhere, I'm not bullshitting you. They're having anywhere from 10 to 15 funerals a year. And depending on the tribal policy, all the way out to aunts and uncles and cousins, you get a whole week off.
Wow.
If that person passes away. I had one staff member had 14 weeks off in 1 year because people in her family were dying. I started getting suspicious because she was a younger gal. I'm wondering if these younger ones aren't killing off the older ones so they can get a week off. I mean, that'd be quite the operation there. Hey, let's plan on a big family picnic. Well, none of us can get the time off. I can see to that. Uncle Bob, he ain't worth a shit anymore. We'll get rid of Uncle Bob. We'll have that week off. You know, I was getting pretty damn suspicious. You know, and to top it off, the tribe was giving us 8 weeks vacation, and you're giving us 4 weeks of sick or medical leave. So you got 12 weeks off, and she got 14. So you take that 12 and the 14 together. And she took it all off. Boy, she wasn't going to lose a minute of that free pay. And I tried to tell the tribe, them, that is absolutely insane that we got to pay out 26 weeks. That's half a freaking year of paid leave. That's insane. And you wonder why the tribe's losing money. I mean, that's one reason right there. You're only getting half of the production out of these people because you're letting them off for half the year. And so I guess they did change their policies a bit, but still not enough to make a big difference, you know. Yeah. Well, and that was one thing. I had so many people ask me, how can you put up with your job? Because I don't care what anybody says. You can argue with me till the sun comes up, and it won't change what I lived through and experienced. Running water knows where that goes. You want to get discriminated a bit against? Be non-tribal and live on the reservation.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that there's no such thing as reverse discrimination. I lived through it.
Well, and I got the double whammy. It's like I'm the res kid going down into town.
So that and that's it, is we were from the res. So the townies didn't want nothing to do with us because we were from the res. But the res don't want us either.
Huh.
And people would ask me, how can you deal with that? How can you put up with that? I said, the pay is really good.
Yeah.
I was making good money. I was making damn good money. So, and you all know me. I don't give a shit kind of guy.
Never.
You don't like me because I live on the res? Well, guess what? I don't like you now either. So
you live on the res. No.
On that side of the street, I'll stay on this side. I'll drink in that bar, you go drink in that bar then. I don't give a shit. Don't give me this, you're living on the res crap. I don't want to hear it. Or the tribal members. They're tribal council, governing council of the whole tribe. We hold this very important closed business meeting. I rent this awesome kind of conference room. It had an awesome bedroom with king size bed and everything, little kitchenette and everything in there, but a huge living room type area that was all a conference room. You had places for get a back screen for throwing things up on the screen and shit. And so we're meeting in this place, and one of the council members had came up with a song, a parody song, to the 10 Little Indians, right?
I can't wait to hear this one.
But they changed the lyrics to 9 Little Indians and the white guy.
The white guy. I knew it.
9 Little Indians and the white guy.
Well, at least there was no pronouns involved in that one.
There was what?
No pronouns involved in that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they're all laughing their asses off at it. And I'm going, you stinking people with all this. I constantly hear it, that this white and red thing going on. And I never, ever went down that road with those folks. But boy, some of them sure went down that road with me. And they end up disappointed because I just laugh at them. Don't call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit. But standing my ground and just saying, hey, say what you want, but don't ever get in my face meaning it. You get in my face meaning it, and you're going to have your hands full because I am not going to tolerate it. Boy, I earned a lot of respect on the res. I run into these young people. They're in their 30s now. And they were kids when I was up there on the res. They'll see me, hey, Sty. Oh, gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. Do you remember me? Yeah, I remember you, you little bastard. You're the one that was outside my office window yelling every cuss word under the sun at the elderly people that were coming into the building for their daily meal. They were calling little old ladies sluts and things like that. And I went out there, I said, that one kid, he's not a kid anymore, he's a grown man, approached me. Do you remember it? Yeah, you're that little bastard. And I asked him, you remember when I come out of that office after you? He goes, oh, yeah. I can't forget that. And I said, what happened? That you can't forget it. He says, when you grabbed me by the front of the shirt, and told me, come on, you little son of a bitch, I'm taking you home, and I'm going to give your mom and dad grown-up spankings for raising such a little asshole. I go, yeah, I remember that. And he said, it worked. He said, my mom and dad got so tough on us that we had to behave, especially if you can hear it or see it. I said, that's good. That's good. I accomplished what I wanted. Was your parents to take responsibility for you, not me. I got my own 4 little monsters to frickin' deal with. I had four little assholes in my house. You know, I didn't have to deal with different assholes. But I have to say, my kids, when they got into trouble, it was all manageable. It was something that could be fixed and repaired. Their credibility and
we were smart enough that if we're going to get in trouble, do it at school, because then it's school's problem.
Yeah,
it's the school's responsibility to discipline us. That mom and dad's not going to deal with that.
I loved it, man.
I got in trouble at school. I got disciplined at school, and by the time I got home, I got my butt with a leather belt.
I'll never forget storming in that school, because my youngest daughter had all she had done was, in a sense, and it was pretty thin, their argument, that she talked back at this teacher. And I asked the teacher, what did you do to deal with it? Well, I went to the superintendent's office and they called you. I said, did you bitch slap her for that? He goes, what? I said, some kid talked to me that way. I'll slap their lips in the next week.
See you next Tuesday.
And I turned to the superintendent says, no, wait a minute. We can't be disciplining kids that way and this and that. I said, yes, you can. I gave you permission. He says, you can't give me permission to. I said, yes, I can. That's my kid, not yours. And he goes, not while they're here in our control. I said, oh, well, that's great. Then don't you ever fucking call me again. Because that's your kid when you have it. It's my kid when I have it. So when you have it, don't bother me with your bullshit. I don't want to hear about your family problems. Yeah, him and I had a few beers that night, had a good chat. And
I remember when they were going to suspend me, and you're like, well, you suspend him, and he's going to be eating pizza and ice cream, and we're going to Valley Fair. Like,
yep.
Well, it's like, I'm not punishing him for your rules.
Yeah. I'm going to punish him because you have an opinion about your rules. It's
Running water, put your hands out. You need a ruler slap.
That never made sense, did it? Suspend them. Why not put them in a detention type, thing,
right.
and put them in a room, right?
When I was in high school, if you got detention, you begged for suspension because when you sat in detention, they always took the nastiest teacher out of the staff and put them in charge of that detention. And you had to do schoolwork for every hour of detention. And I mean, they come and they look, they goddamn sure you're pounding the books, you're writing your reports, you're working, man, like you never work in class. Yeah, you don't want to have to do detention because all your buddies are having a good time and you're doing schoolwork and you don't have a choice. And those teachers back then, I remember taking smacks on the back of the head with a history book that's 3 inches thick. Wow! What did you just say, Sty? Nothing. I didn't say nothing. I won't say nothing the rest of the year, man. I ain't saying nothing. If you seen a teacher making a beeline for you, shit.
Yeah, I gotta go, guys.
I got
Love ya. My wife's calling me. I don't know if you can hear me, Sty.
Oh, Joe.
Yes, we can hear you.
Dog.
Love you, buddy. Take care until next time.
Right.
But yeah, I'd have a teacher making a beeline for me. He had to catch me. And I, 9 out of 10 times, would make it to the door before he get his hands on me. I'd run like a son of a bitch down that hallway right to the principal's office because the principal would keep him from killing me. He might let him punish me in a sense, but at least he's not going to cripple me or kill me, But if I went home, that's the last thing I wanted to take home and say, a teacher smacked me for doing such thing. Oh, if it earned a smack from somebody, guess what you're getting here? You're getting smacked twice. Yeah, you don't want to earn their punishment and home's punishment. Mm-hmm. You didn't want to double up on that. But I said that several times at the school that Running Water went to with all 4 of my kids. You're going to suspend my kid? You're going to give them a 3-day vacation? What do you mean? Oh, hell, they can sleep in, get up when they want. As long as they do their chores like they do any school day, they can do whatever they want. I don't give a shit. Well, no, they're to be punished. Well, you're punishing them. So if you want them to do something other than just have a good time for 3 days, come to the house and spend 24/7 at the house. We'll let you sleep on the couch. But you ain't going to tell me what's going on in my house, not under my roof. Tell me that I'm going to discipline my kids a certain way. If you pick the punishment, you should be willing to carry it out. That's the way I see it. Nobody else should have to punish you or your children or anybody else for somebody else. If your kid did it, discipline that kid. That's your responsibility, not the school's, not somebody else's. But if the school wants to take the responsibility, I'll let them have it. I'll let them have the responsibility, and they find out. That's the quickest way for a school to find out. Oh shit! No, we need the parents to do that. We can't keep these kids in line, But now the schools don't care because kids don't get disciplined for being bad anymore because there's no such thing as good or bad anymore.
Well, and there's, one of the times that sticks out for me, and you see that you don't have enough parents backing it up anymore, was when, had someone that, tried starting a fight with me, took and punched me. I didn't fight back. because you keep the fighting off of the school grounds,
Right.
Right. But going to suspend both of us, even though I didn't fight,
right.
as I.
They would punish the victim right along with the perpetrator. That pissed me off so bad.
Yeah, that didn't fly.
No way. You're not going to punish the person that had. The only reason the person had any involvement was they were attacked by somebody else. They didn't ask for it. They didn't say, "Oh, I want to be violated today." I'm wearing my "Violate Me" T-shirt today. Because once I'm violated, then the school will violate me too. The school will say it's partially his fault. That went right into regular daily life with me. It was Christmas. My daughter went to pick up my youngest boy and his girlfriend to come to the house for Christmas Eve. She's pulling in the driveway. She's all the way in the driveway up to my garage, we had a minivan that she was using. She puts it in park, shuts the minivan off, no more than gets the key out of the minivan, and gets broadsided, T-boned by a 3/4-ton pickup truck. Now, it was 46 feet from where that van was, and the closest point where he would legally be in his lane of traffic. How did he get that 46 feet? Well, now, there's another question. We got a ditch line that's about 6 to 7 feet deep. He went down in the ditch and up in the yard and across the yard and T-boned her. And the goddamn insurance company, I said, van's total. Insurance company said, "Oh yeah, we agree, totally total." And I said, "Well, okay, here's the market value. You got to pay up." Insurance company says, "Oh yeah, we'll get you your check in 3 days, whatever." I get the check. I look at it, I go, "Wait a minute." So I looked back at the policy. It doesn't match the market value. I call them up and I said, "Wait a minute. This is short. This check is way short of its market value." They said, "Welcome to the state of Wisconsin." I said, "Well, what the hell do you mean by that?" And they said, "In the state of Wisconsin, everybody is at fault."
Mm-hmm.
Automatically, if you had nothing to do with it whatsoever, you're parked anywhere. Doesn't matter where you are. You're parked somewhere. Somebody T-bones you, and we come up with what we'll settle for. We are required by law to deduct 20%. That's your responsibility. I said, "We didn't have anything to do with the goddamn accident. All she did was park the van and was ready to open the driver's door when she got hit." And they said, "Oh, well, no, it's 100% causal on his side. He's the one that caused the whole accident. She had no involvement there. But you are 20% responsible because your van was where he could hit it. It was parked in my private fucking driveway. Doesn't matter where you park it. It could be on the roof of the house and get hit by a truck, and you still only get 80% of what we settled for." So I went ballistic, contacted other insurance companies, called the state. No, it's in statute. It's the law in Wisconsin. Even if you're not there, you're in California on vacation, somebody hits your fucking car in your driveway, they're only going to pay 80% because you're 20% responsible. If you had parked that car in the backyard, it would have never gotten hit.
And that logic is just so messed up. It'd be like, you go into a liquor store and shoot the cashier. Well, he's partially for fault for being there to get shot.
Right.
He shouldn't have been there.
Right.
If he wasn't there, he wouldn't have get shot. So, he gets part of that blame.
It only applies under insured individuals.
Yeah.
If you're insured, that's when it applies. But if you go to court and civilly sue the person that shot you in the liquor store, you survived, and you're suing them for damages for at least that 20% the insurance company didn't pay for. You can win $1 million and they don't touch it. They don't touch any of it. You get the whole $1 million. So it's like, insurance company pay me what you will. I'm going to have to sue them in court to actually get anything out of it. That's such a bullshit system. Again, blaming people for things they have not actually done. I am so against that.
Sty, if you decide to sue me, I'll get you a lobster, a ribeye, video strip.
We can settle out of court.
I'll even cook it, and we can keep it out of court.
Yeah, you can do that. See, I'm the kind of guy that would do that. Well, running water, when the brakes went out on my car and running water ended up going through the side of a house, that old guy that lived in that house, I didn't have that damn car insured. And I got running water out there running around it. Well, so he has a wreck. Okay. I'm just sweating it. Oh, that son bitch going to show up. Going to give me all kinds of shit about, I need your insurance to fix my house. Yeah, that ain't going to be fucking cheap. It's going to be about $3,000, maybe $4,000. Knock the wall right off the foundation. I mean, it wasn't just a couple of little damages. It was pretty major. And
well, that little ditch right off the edge of that parking lot to the edge of his house.
Little concrete wall with the dirt goes right to the top of it.
Boom.
Yeah, it sent you airborne. Just puts a little added thrust into it. But that old guy shows up at the house. He wants running water. He wants to talk to him. I said, you ain't talking to him. What do you mean I ain't talking to him? I said, no, you ain't talking to him. I said, I own the car. You talking to me. Well, I need your insurance, this and that. I said, well, just calm down. Turn the temperature down a bit. Calm down. I said, I looked at the damages. I said, it's not going to take that much to put that wall back in place. 2 guys with sledgehammers will knock that wall right back onto the foundation. I said, no big deal. I said, interior, it wrecked 2 sheets of sheetrock. I said, so you replace the sheetrock, tape it, mud it, tape it, and paint it. I said, he goes, the siding on the house, it's the shape of your damn car. I said, yeah, but in the back of your property, you got a garage that has the exact same siding on it, and you're tearing that garage down. So salvage the siding off of that garage, and you just got to pay somebody $14 an hour to put it on the house. I said, now that we're looking at it realistically, what are your real damages? He said, well, I was going to say it scared the shit out of the old lady, but that was the funniest part about it. He thought it was funny that his old lady got so scared. There's a car coming in the house. He says, $600. I go, make it 400. I'll give it to you right now, standing right here, cash. 600. I'm going to have to run to the bank, but I'll give you 400 cash right now. I had already printed off a full settlement agreement. And he says, okay, I'll take the 4. I said, just a second, run it now, comes out with that settlement, said, sign this. I said, there's 2 copies here, 2 original signatures. 1 copy for you, 1 for me. Yeah, he signed it. I give him the $400, and when he drove away, I was dancing out on the front steps. Yes, yes, that would have cost me 2, 3 grand. And if he would have taken me to court, he could have probably gotten some pain and suffering for his wife getting so scared because she, I guess, it scared the bejesus out of her. Uh,
Sty, as long as you don't take the raccoon, I'm okay.
don't hit the raccoon.
Don't take the lady off the porch.
Oh no,
The one that you dance with.
she's the only thing that keeps me loose.
And run the water anytime you want to park your wheeler in front of my house. I'll give you my here in North Carolina.
Yeah, I was.
I love to hang out with running water.
I was telling my palliative nurse last week that I might try to squeeze an overnighter, can't just camp for one night in yet, see how it goes. Maybe I can do a 2 or 3 nighter down the road before snow flies. She goes, oh, it'd be nice to see you back out there with your trailer. And I said, oh no, there won't be no trailer. I said, trying to get to the point where I can sell that trailer. I said, I'll never. I said, the work involved with that, just the Murphy bed in that damn thing, I'd be grunting like an old mule trying to get that son bitch folded back against the wall. That damn thing weighs about 40 pounds.
Put a come along on it to lift your bed. Yeah.
With a hydraulic jack under the bed at the same time. Yeah. Oh, fuck, that was so much work.
We can winch it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you get one of those little 12-volt winches.
Oh, yeah. Like,
12 volts better than a hand crank.
Yeah. Use an old boat trailer winch,
Yeah. I remember them.
Well, if you're going to have the winch on there, we'll just take and put a hex nut on there. You just use one of those Ryobi drills.
Yeah.
I know that one too.
See, that's a disappointment of mine too. Is, and I tried it one day. I had the short handle for the scissor jack for my truck in my hand. I'm heading back. I just ran in the house for something quick, and I thought, what the hell? And I grabbed the what are they? They're not 3/4 inch, right? They're 1/2 inch, right? The big black sockets, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big black ones are 1/2 inch impact.
Yeah, they're that
1/2.
impact.
Okay. So anyway, I grabbed those, opened them up, had that handle in my hand, and I go through and I'm checking. Oh, it fit right on there, perfect. I thought, damn it, with that 9 amp hour battery and that Ryobi impact drill we got, setting my trailer up and about, leveling it, done. No cranking, no lifting, nothing. Oh, that'd be so fucking sweet. Well, I'm going to get to try it at least here at home because I got to get a tire off the trailer, and there's not enough space under the trailer to get a hydraulic jack under it. But there is just barely enough room to slide that scissor jack into there. Put that short rod on there with the cordless impact drill and just zip that trailer right up. That'll feel good.
Sty, if it's that low, you got to get to NASCAR to low profile. 1, 2, up.
Yeah.
I've been looking at those airbag jacks.
I've seen them also.
It's like, that might be nice for working on the truck and the car. Just
Yeah. Well, and the nice thing is that Ryobi portable pump.
Yeah.
You could use that on it. I mean,
Yeah.
I can put 50 pounds of air pressure in my tires in about 10 minutes per tire. It sure could handle one of those bags for when you're not at home, or if you're not in the mood for dragging air hose all the way out the shed where you want to work on something. But yeah, I got this. Oh shit! If I didn't have that damn doctor's appointment tomorrow, the sun's still out, so I think I would have done a campfire tonight. But I can't. I got too many things to do, and then the damn doctor's appointment. And I got to pop some oxy for this pain in my gut. That'll shut me down for the rest of the evening. That's the worst part for me now is I only get about 3 to 6 hours of sleep a night, but I'll fall asleep sitting on a goddamn couch watching shit on YouTube. And I'll wake up and I'll go, holy shit, what am I watching? Look at the clock and 3 hours.
That'll be even worse. We get that bed set up there.
Oh shit!
Come on, buddy. You get that message. He's gonna be on like YouTube like all day long.
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube easy 8 to 10 hours a day watching, just the watching part of it. Hell, some of the best documentaries are on YouTube. You can't get them on all the streaming services. There's ones on YouTube you can't get. And I did find that if there's a movie you're looking for in the streaming services and nobody's offering it, or like Prime, you can rent or buy it. No, go to YouTube, do a search. There's the fucking movie right there for free.
Yeah, someone's got pirated on there, and you catch it before it gets taken down, or
no, it's the YouTube.
Yeah, through the premium, yeah.
No, I don't do the premium, but I mean, I use a Cody box, which is a streaming.
Yep.
And, I mean, but if you do YouTube, you can actually find stuff good on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You got advertisements that kick in here and there, unless you do the premium.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody on our streaming services. Nobody had A Bridge Too Far, and I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch it again. I probably watched it 4 or 5 times in my lifetime. I want to watch A Bridge Too Far. Couldn't find it on any of the streaming services. I typed it into YouTube, pops right up. I go, and it's the whole fucking movie. It's 2 hours 45 minutes long.
My YouTube, I've actually saved a couple of videos to my YouTube channel for like full-length movies that y'all can watch for free. I haven't updated it in a while, but
that's like all the old ancient John Wayne movies. I used to have every John Wayne movie ever made on VHS in sets, chronological from the time he first started acting right up until he died. And I got rid of those because they were on VHS. Huh?
I think you should do a movie.
Yeah, called Old and Slow.
It's called Camping and Outdoors.
Yeah, I should title it You Don't Want to Get There From Here.
Go back to when you were camping and you couldn't get your Wi-Fi. You had that big ass antenna. And how are you doing on your book? Are you working on it or no?
Not lately. That my energy levels are still lagging a lot. That's the one thing with not getting the chemo. Tomorrow I don't get my steroid boost, because they give you a steroid boost when you're getting the chemo.
Mhm.
And that really lessens any misery that you're having. The steroids really pick you up. And but they only give them to you when you're getting the chemo. Because I asked, I said, can I get the steroid next week? No, you get that with your chemo, not separate. Damn it. I was hoping I could get it like every 3 days, you know? No, the hell, take this old fart, turn me into an Arnie Schwarzenegger. Yeah, let's do her. Let's do her.
The next thing you know, we're gonna see Sty North painting.
Painting. No. Well, Bob Ross, I ain't.
Bob Ross. Yeah, you're gonna be the next Bob Ross.
Yeah, let's put a
It's
little
gonna be
cute,
all abstract.
let's put a little cute grizzly bear right here chewing on this guy over here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that's a cougar jumping
Yeah,
on the back of that guy's horse with him. Yeah.
look at that Christmas tree over there.
Yeah.
How about this lake? And hey, did you see that largemouth bass and a salmon?
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, and maybe a happy little unattended campfire lives over here.
Yeah.
You know.
Wait, I don't know about the unattended, but daggone, that thing was roaring.
And if you notice the whole
Like about
painting,
like 4 pallets.
if you notice the whole painting's got this kind of smoky film. That's the Canadian wildfires. That's I had to put that in there. We got the Canadian wildfires. They fucking up my painting. Don't blame me if the painting's a little blurry. It's because of the wildfires. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, see this with the guy falling off that big rock up there down to the bottom of that waterfall? Yeah, that's just a little Sty that went a little too far. Yeah. Watching that A Bridge Too Far, I kind of chuckled at it myself and watching that and going, yeah, they could make a movie called A Sty Too Far. Yeah, they could do that. Sty, he's gone too far several times. But I figure it's not too far because I survived it,
Well, that was one of the discussions that come up on one of the writer forums. We're going back and forth, because of the writer's strike and everything right now.
Yeah.
For Hollywood and all that, it's like, well, they're making nothing but remakes anyway, so we're not losing anything. Like the original stuff. And one of the ideas that come up was, having a bunch of, retirees, your folks that are borderline ready for the nursing home, whatever, decide that they're just going to hop on a bus and travel, and you end up with a whole line of, old farts, dementia, just traveling wherever, don't know where they're going. They're just going around, just driving everywhere, geriatric drive-by, the geriatric drive-by, it's just.
Think about it. The original Death Race.
Right.
The original Death Race movie.
When they put all those folks on it.
All about running over as many people as you can, right? And I love the scene where big goddamn nursing home, and they come wheeling all them old parts and wheelchairs out in the middle of the street, and then fuckers veer around the old parts and get all of the nurses and doctors. Yeah, we got good points there. They bypass the old parts because they drew all those nurses and doctors out because they're all going, oh, yeah, workload's going to be great after today. No. Run in some over, not those poor old farts, I loved it. That's nasty, man.
Yeah. But I like the idea of a mobile nursing home. Just old folks just traveling, camping. They're not bugging anyone.
big old school bus pulling a little trailer full of Depends, you know.
Yeah.
And off they go. Off they go. One last spur
Yeah.
in the saddle, you know.
When you run out of firewood, you're burning the Depends.
That's it. That's
But
it.
yeah,
That's it.
running water. Yeah, I mean, I'm in my mid upper 40s,
Mm-hmm.
dude. If somebody wants to put me in a campground, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my nursing home campground.
See, and
Well,
that's it. I wish I
that-
could do that. I wish, you know, it's actually getting to the point now where I know I ain't eating right, you know. I'm fixing more homemade stuff right now than I have in 2 years. But I'm throwing 2/3 of it away because there ain't room in the freezer for all the leftovers of anything I make. And because I don't know how to make for one fucking person. And
Exactly, I understand that. I understand that
Mhm.
challenge, Sty.
it's
I
a
do it
bitch.
myself daily.
And but I'm finding too in my palliative nurse, she's noticing it just through conversation. She's noticing. She said, "You're not eating what you should." And I go, "I'm eating." And she goes, "But not what you need to eat, what you should to keep your weight up." And I said, "I'm tired of trying to force it, man. I feel sick from overeating because I just don't have the volume. I can't hold that much." And and I told her flat out, I said, "I'm not far. I would say by Thanksgiving or Christmas, I'm going to be at the point where if you want me to fucking eat, fix it. Fix it and bring it to me. And if I don't like it, you'll have to fix something else because that's the only way I'm going to eat. I will get to that stage where I can't fix it for myself anymore. Fuck it.
Sty, I
I
would
don't
camp in
feel
your backyard and cook anything, but I mean, I'm sure you may not eat it all, but I
see,
mean,
that's where I told him, I said,
I totally understand what you're talking about cooking for one person, though. It sucks.
see, that's what I want is a big ass buffet of just about anything you could fucking imagine. And I'm allowed to just go and take a tablespoon of each thing.
Hmm.
And yeah, that nice prime rib cut me off about a 3 by 3 inch chunk. You know, if I could get it the way I want it, I'd take that plate and I probably wouldn't finish it even. But I get to taste all those different things.
Just
And
one
I
bite
would
of each thing.
eat I would eat more because it's what I would enjoy, but I can't make all that shit. There ain't no way I can make all that shit for myself. So I told her, I said, the day's going to come where somebody's going to have to fucking feed me because I'll just get too damn lazy to eat. And it's a little scary because I have to remind myself to eat because I don't get hungry. It's rare that I feel where I actually feel hungry. Like, oh yeah, I need to eat. I feel hungry. I don't feel that way. I can go. In fact, one day last week, 24 hours. I didn't eat for 24 hours.
At least get some soup or something.
But see, I got to tell myself to do it. And if I'm busy playing PlayStation or doing other shit,
Sty's going with the PlayStation.
it's the last thing on my
Right
mind.
away. You hear that? Hey, well, it's Xbox, but hey, Sty, you can borrow my Xbox controller.
I had two nurses, two staff members from hospice come to the house last week. And we're way ahead of the game, but want to make sure everything's in order, you know. When I get to that stage where I can't do shit for myself, right? Well, they asked me what my favorite pastimes are and shit. So I'm telling them all about the outdoors, and they said, "No, we're talking about when you can't do things like that anymore. I said a PS5 with a lot of streaming services and my favorite games, and they're both younger gals. They looked at each other and they started to giggle and just shaking their heads, and I go, no shit. So I fired up the PS5 and it pulls up, and I showed them all the games I've been playing the last couple of weeks and showed them all the streaming services we got. They're going, you're not kidding. I said, why would I kid about that? You asked me what my favorite pastime would be if I can't get the hell out of bed. If I can use my hands and my mind is still with me, that's what I want to do. And that was the sad part, because they showed up only because I wanted some questions answered, what to expect. I want to know what to expect. And not just how's it going to go if I'm bedbound? How the hell do I go to the bathroom? If I can't get up and get to the bathroom, how the hell? I'm not. I had to do that one time in the hospital. I ain't climbing on no fucking bedpan. It ain't happening. I'll shit my pants. And they said, well, by the time you were too weak to even get up, they said, we can give you like a porta potty, sit right next to your bed, and we just, every time you use it, we'll clean it out, and make it fresh again. I said, oh, that's kind of cool. And they said, when you become bedbound, that doesn't mean that we can't help you out of bed into a wheelchair or onto the bath, a toilet or whatever. They said, but it just means you can't get up and move around on your own. And so we got on, what can I expect when I get within that 3-week to 3 days prior to death? What can I expect at the end? What's going to be happening to me? I won't even be here. The first thing to go when you die, the first thing to go is your mind. Your brain shuts down first, and then organs start to shut down. Everything else starts to shut down.
I know.
They say that, well, they said that it's been proven that brain activity can last anywhere from 7 minutes to 3 hours after all of your organs have shut down. The brain activity will keep on if you don't have brain damage. Your brain activity can keep on for up to 3 hours after your body is totally shut down. And so you're dead, your heart's not breathing or beating, and you're not breathing. Your brain still has function, but it's not aware. It's not aware because
it's like a major state of dementia. But Sty, I gotta say,
hey, good Mike.
You are the man, and I just gotta say, Sty, you are loved by many. And now I shall post that in public chat.
Just remember, I got a prodigy. There's the future Sty sitting right over there.
Boy.
Future Sty,
right? There goes the fucking neighborhood.
Cheers, Mike.
It's great to see you hike with Mike. Mike's cool. I love his hikes. He did a swamp minute, for so long. I love him. Yeah, he's cool. He's a true Florida outdoorsman. I love it. Hey, Native Kootsa, sweetheart. Love you, girl. Love you lots.
Native's back in the house. What's up, Grammy?
He's going to be leaving.
Yeah, we hit the 2 hour mark.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're at the 2 hour mark. I need to shut it down. I have to watch it because you know how I am. I don't dare say 20 more minutes because that'll be 45 before I realize the 20's been used up. And then I'll say, 20, 15, 20 more. That'll be another 45 minutes.
I
And
call
before we,
BS. It'll be like another 2 hours.
yeah,
Yeah. He'll say it'll be the top of the hour, but he never specifies which hour.
hour.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing drinking so early? Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. You know.
Yeah, whether it's U.S., Philippines, Australia, 5
Yeah,
o'clock somewhere.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Uh, Nada Kutsa says, still here.
Who sung that song? Alan Jackson. 5
But-
o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. So, hey, guys, hate to do it, but we're going to wrap it up for today. Don't forget about next Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Time here in the U.S. of A.
I think that's like 3 my time, Eastern.
Yes. Yep. You're 1 hour later than me. You're in, yeah. He's into tomorrow. I mean, that these people that are 4 to 6 hours difference. I just like. I'm telling those folks all the time that
I'm on so many different time zones, I can't even keep up with my own time zone.
I wish to hell that they were far enough out that they could tell me who won this game or that game. And so I'd start betting again. You bet. Yeah, I played that game 12 hours ago. I know who to bet on.
Yeah, I still got to play a lot of video games on my mobile. And oh crap, I'm watching a live feed from Austin Dillon, and I think he done crashed.
Oh,
He's pulling the steering wheel off. He's climbing out the car.
yeah. Yeah, once they start coming out of that machine, it's done.
Yeah, I'll if you don't mind, I'll drop the link again for the NASCAR.
Sure, go ahead.
You.
For folks that want to fill in their afternoon.
But yeah,
okay, Freedom James.
I don't get USA channels, so I gotta watch it on YouTube or NASCAR.com. Sty North.
Take care, James. Love you, buddy. Give Sis a big hug for me, would you?
Cheers.
Yeah, so guys, we're done. We're out of here. But last week I exited with my crash and burn. But now this week we're going to dance with that girl with the fur coat out on the porch. Who gives a shit? It's in the 80s. Well, and I don't mean the 1980s either. You'll see. Old Sty's dressed for the weather she ate, and we're going to do the jig on the porch and head on out of here till next Sunday. You all, Sty, love you. You all take care this week, and I'll see you next Sunday. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Much love, respect. God bless.
Bye, folks.